All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. And today we're going to do something different. We're calling this Let's Draw. And tonight we're going to draw some Avengers characters, or well, some of us are going to draw some Avengers characters. We're going to get inspired. We're going to inspire each other. We're going to push each other. We're going to push back, and we're going to have fun. Hopefully. Hopefully. And with me, as always, my good friend Avery Butterworth. How's it going, man?
I'm tired of you.
I know you are. And we have Rick from Cross Comics. Hey, man, how's it going?
It is going good.
All right. I see you got something already started there. Very good. And, of course, we have the Slee Stack himself, Lorenzo.
I won't even attempt to draw today.
Oh, that's all right. That's all right. You can help us moderate if you don't mind. Just keep an eye on the chat because we'll have our heads in our drawings and not be paying attention. So.
Hey, which way did you adjust my volume?
Oh, I adjust everybody's volume down just slightly. It's just because I know it ends up booming sometimes. So.
Well, but, I thought I don't know.
No, that was me. You're fine. You're fine.
Mine's turned on almost all the way on my mic.
I can hear you just fine. It's just yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Get it under control. But hey, Avery, I wanted to show you something. Check this out. Are you watching my screen, by the way?
No, I'm not.
Well, watch the screen for just half a second. This will only take a minute. I swear. And it's really cool. I think it's really cool. You might think it's interesting, but we'll see. Hey, Kodiak, how's it going, man?
Not bad.
All right, Avery, are you watching, Avery?
Yeah.
Okay, so the cat's knocked over my my pen for my tablet.
Did you find your tablet?
I have not found the tablet, but I think I have an idea where it might be. It might have gotten stacked in with a bunch of papers that got moved, so I'm going to do some searching. But when I went to pick it up, I noticed the other base from my old pen, the one that I gave you to use as spare parts.
Yeah.
And I noticed on this thing that there's there's a rim that goes around it. And I said, that's really weird. I wonder what that's for. And check this out.
Oh, cool.
Look at that. Oh, I hit the wrong part. It got a whole crap load.
The tips.
Of those things.
I need to find mine and change the tip on mine.
Had I known these things were here, I wouldn't have had to spend $80 replacing my damn pen. I had no idea.
I didn't know they were there. I never read the instructions because I know how to use the pen. I just opened it. You know.
It's got all different sizes and types, and I was like, God blessed. So I took the other ones that were in the plastic bin, and I stuck them on the other container I have, and I'm like, man, I can't believe I had them the entire time and just never knew it.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
You know what I knew about my tablet with my pen? I've got my extra nibs right there.
Oh, very nice. Nice little hidden spot. Well, I had no idea those were even there, but it's not like I did any searching or Googling or anything like that.
I didn't even look at the instructions. I just loaded up the software.
That's right. That's right. Oh, and I have two more other things to show you. As you all know, I'm getting close to finishing up that sketchbook. I went by Michael's to pick up a new one, and look at this one. It's blue.
Yeah,
that's nice.
So that's cool.
Nice. It's blue. I've never had a blue sketchbook. I always got the black sketchbook. So.
Well, I guess now.
Yeah,
I guess
awesome.
now, Andrew, you'll be black and blue.
Boom. Rick, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Eagle43, how's it going? Hey, Ethan Von Scriver, how's it going?
What's up, guys?
Hey, we got an Ethan Von Scriver.
We do.
I know him.
Yeah, he's in the chat everywhere.
He's Evan Von Scriver.
And
I apologize,
Avery.
I'm not sure if I pronounced that first name right.
One second.
Yep.
What's up? What's up?
I got one more thing in the mail. I gotta show you.
Okay, I'm watching.
I got something in the mail.
Oh, you bastard! I hate you.
Guess what that means? You're gonna get this weekend.
Cool.
Or maybe not. Maybe it'll be birthday present. I really think I should hold off until your birthday.
Then I can't do a video for it.
You can't do a what?
And then I can't do a video for it.
I will definitely get it to you before then.
When's his birthday?
Like in 10 months or 12 months from now.
Thanks for telling me.
What did I just say? 10 or 12 months from now. I'm being vague and yeah, no. See, I did that on purpose. See? I don't dox you on purpose anymore. I always do it on accident.
But he does. He doxes his kid.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I can't wait to see what this looks like. Oh, this is going to be awesome. In case y'all out there don't know, this is going to be the Bigfoot Bill sketchbook that I ordered.
Now imagine if it didn't end up being that. It was something else.
Oh no, I knew it was coming. So,
I hate all of you guys.
Wow, look at this thing, Avery.
Yeah, dude. I know, dude. It's dope.
Oh, how cool.
Like, don't you feel like you ripped Doug TenNapel off?
I do. You know what? You know what, Avery? I'm not even gonna open this. I'm not even gonna look at it. I'm gonna let you crack it open.
No, flip through it. It's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, it's pretty. It's
got that new book smell.
It smells like new car. That's right. Oh, wow. Love it. I'm loving it. Oh, and it's signed. How cool!
And it's signed, dude.
Only you would snort a Doug TenNapel book. No,
I'm gonna snort that book. When I get my Bigfoot Bill, I'm snorting away.
Oh wow, this is. So
I want all them Doug germs. Maybe they'll rub off on me artistically.
Yes, he still offered to pay extra not to have Doug sign his copy.
Yeah.
Well, this is awesome. This is so freaking cool.
It is.
I can't wait to look through it. Oh yes, I'm gonna put that aside for Mr. Avery because I told him I would order it for him. I did say I'd get it for you for your birthday, but you know what? That's really unfair of me.
Evan claims that Doug won't sell to him. Not sure if that's true, but
why?
Well, I got something today.
Herpes?
A Blu-ray.
Ooh.
Krypton.
Krypton season 1.
I forgot about that show.
I've never even heard of it.
I'm pretty sure it was renewed for a second season. So.
Yeah.
All right.
For a second, did you accidentally give me controls? It's gone now.
No. I did.
No, for a second, I clicked on cross and it said it gave me the option to eject him.
Yeah. Or I was controlling it to frame Avery.
Yeah, okay.
Mine's not a steel bookcase though.
Yes, that's probably why I didn't even look at it because it's not a steel bookcase. So.
You know what? I decided I'm not in a good mood. I decided I'm actually most horrible day of my life.
Cool.
For 6 months, I've been waiting for the new Megadeth to come out, Warheads on Foreheads, and been waiting for it for 6 months. For 6 months, I've been so excited about it. I knew it was coming. They popped on Instagram saying it's dropping soon, and I'm like, yeah, I'm probably gonna buy the CD just for the art, whatever. It's a compilation.
Oh, that doesn't sound good at all.
Compilation. It's not a new album. They
stuff material me. Probably already have.
I feel like they knew what they were doing too, because it's never been. I had to dig into Wikipedia. No. I had to dig into a download site to find out, and I'm like, why does it have all the same songs that's on every other album? What's going on?
Is it one of those things where they put out like 2 new songs on a compilation, or is it just just a compilation?
I didn't see any new songs.
Oh boy, that's not good.
Yeah, that hurt me in the feels.
That really sucks. Thanks.
Eagle 43 says he's still waiting for his Bigfoot Bill.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. You know, you can pay extra for that on a Phillips Highway. You know that?
For Bigfoot Bill?
Yeah.
I
get a nice older lady, give you a Bigfoot Bill, right where you need it.
I don't even want to know, bro.
Is that like an Alabama crab dangle?
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to tell me.
Yeah, I was about to say, Andrew, you went into what you said was pretty good, but you went into a territory you can't keep up with.
No, I knew that. All right.
Hello, Yoika Milk. Evan says, if you restream this to D Live, I'd be getting paid to watch this. and we are caught up on the chat.
Okay. Excellent.
I just did D Live. I just got my thing today on mics.
What is D Live?
I have no idea.
Isn't that new thing that one guy's doing? Who's the really big YouTuber that's not T-Series?
PewDiePie?
PewDiePie, yeah. Isn't that his new thing?
I don't know.
I don't know. But I think it's all in like cryptocurrency or whatever.
T-Series is not PewDiePie's new thing.
No, not T-Series, but the guy that was going up against the T-Series is PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Didn't he just announce he was doing something with D, whatever it is that thing is?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez Louise.
He very well might have.
Good God, we don't know anything here. Where did my pencil go?
He often tries new things.
Yeah, PewDiePie's always doing something, man.
All right, I seem to have lost my pencil. Hold on a second, guys. I got to find my pencil or else I can't draw.
This is my gun and this is my pencil.
I just had it. I gotta retrace my steps real quick. I know this is great. This is great podcast, great live streaming, but
it's not as bad as hearing Mike eat into the microphone.
Oh, was Mike eating today during that thing?
Oh man, yeah, he was just sitting there chowing down into the microphone. After every bite, it was like toast. So after every bite, he'd go, It was weird.
I didn't watch the Notre Dame thing today. I didn't catch. I sort of went to sleep.
Yeah, but still, isn't that kind of like depressing? Because that's like,
Notre Dame burning.
Yeah, that was sad.
All right, that's it. I'm done. I can't find it. I know I just had it. Where the hell's my pencil?
Uh-oh.
I didn't. I was kind of tired. Didn't feel too great. But you know what? Andrew's cheering me up with confidence.
Yoiki
So good to know.
I'm sorry. I probably butchered that. He said, how can you go live YouTube?
He says, how can you go live? YouTube says you have to have 1,000 subs. So I tried and couldn't.
Oh, you said the forbidden word. I was going to say.
Yeah, that new rule is for mobile live streaming, like live streaming from your telephone. You can still live stream from your computer. You don't need 1,000 subs, but in order
supporters.
Right.
If you say that other word, the algorithm hates it, and they'll make sure nobody ever watches your show ever again.
Really? If you say
what other word?
Well, no, I might be exaggerating the ramifications, but notice how they blocked that because it had that word in there.
Well, I figured it blocked it for something. I don't know why.
Yeah, because the algorithm cannot stand that word.
Well, I think this is somebody who's not a wrench person. Type the word subs into the chat and let's see if it happens. If that happens again.
Yeah, our subs. Oh wait, because the dirty version.
D says false advertising. I want my Avengers now.
Supporters.
They was talking earlier about how slag, which is slag. It's a byproduct of heating up metal, right? Well, there was a bunch of people apparently from the United K, and they're like, you can't say that here. It's a bad word here, and I'm like, what?
This is making my role of moderator real difficult because if you keep it there, it could very well harm you and the algorithms.
Yeah, well, I don't really care about the algorithms. Yokino says submissive.
Well, it didn't do anything to mine when I put subs in.
Yeah, I know.
We're not talking sub sandwiches.
Yeah, it's right. We're talking Avengers.
Why?
And,
wait, what?
We're talking Avengers. Hey, okay. So I'm open. I'm open to what I'm going to draw tonight.
Yeah,
so I'm going to send it out. Open. I'm going to send it out to the people in the chat. Throw out some Avengers you'd like to see us draw tonight, and we may or may not take your suggestion. But at least we're letting you
contribute. About the Avengers.
You should draw Captain Kangaroo.
I'm gonna start kicking people off of this live stream. I mean,
I'm serious.
Are you excited about that movie, or did the Brie Larson thing kind of ruin it for people?
I have never kicked anybody off of my live stream ever. I've muted people, but I've never kicked anybody.
See, it's blocked now.
He's gonna kick me for a good idea. I was talking about doing a Captain Kangaroo as Kangaroo. Captain Kangaroo as a Captain America,
No. I'm doing real Avengers. I'm not doing hero-fied Avengers. So
message held for review.
the message Yokamilk sends is, when Bay gets a 3-inch sub and you say you know what else is 3 inches.
Hey-o.
That's funny.
Hey-o.
3 inches. I'm trying, I'm being modest, trying not to brag.
Evan von Scriber says Uma Thurman. And
I get it.
Shadow. Evan von Scriber says Burt Reynolds. So, okay.
Uma Thurman was in the remake of the old TV show, The Avengers. That was a British spy show.
Oh my god! That had a what's his name in it?
I was so glad my dad did see that. No, he didn't. He passed away because he was a huge Avengers fan.
Jennifer and I went to see that in the theater. It was so bad we left.
I don't think I ever saw it.
Which one was that?
Neither did I. But I seen the show. I heard about the show.
It had Ralph Fiennes, and it had what's his name? Who is the guy that played?
It came out the year my dad died. Maybe that's what killed him.
Oh my god! What was this?
Oh my god, Kodiak! That was dark.
Yeah, no, I know, right? But no, that's seriously.
I'm done with my Avenger drawing.
All right, so I think we're doing Cap. No, what was his name? God dang! What's the guy?
Eagle St. Solomon Grundy. Is that right?
Who's the James Bond that everybody knows?
Oh no!
Sean
Connery.
Roger Moore.
Speaking of that, I didn't even know he was in that Avengers movie.
It was.
Roger Moore's the other big name that I can think of.
Yeah,
but
that tells you how old it is right there, because he hasn't done a movie in almost 20 years.
Yokamilk says, Misfit, can you draw my cow character? I'm not going to use it. Well, I don't think I have a cow character coming up yet, so we'll have to see.
Isn't he one of the Avengers?
Solomon Grundy is the greatest James Bond.
Well, if Misfit Corner Comics does your cow character, he might have to milk it.
Oh God!
Oh, I definitely have to milk it. I definitely have to milk it. That's a drawing that would take a long, tedious time because I'd be milking it all day long.
Oh God!
I'm sure you would be.
Good night, folks.
I think
this show just went in the toilet, and you're trying to sell an all-ages comic, and we're in the gutter. We're in the filth. We're rolling around like Doug Tenable. You got to stop it.
Oh, hey, look, guys, we got John Dillard in the chat. He says, "Misfit, you can draw my OC big boot Guillermo." Is that an Avenger? I'm sure it probably has got to be.
Either that, or you just might think drawing your cow character is a bunch of bull.
Oh, no.
It's a boy cow, and he's always afraid he's young, but he wants to be a hero. Very good, very good. All right, I think I'm inspired by Avery. Avery posted an image that he did. Well, now he's showing more stuff. What else you got there, Avery?
We're doing Avengers. I got Avengers, and I got Avenger stuff. You
got Thanos, Doctor Strange. That's a nice Thanos.
So you guys actually looking forward to that new Avengers movie?
Sure. Why not? I mean, I've already heard of what the extra scene at the end of the movie is. Have you guys heard?
Hey, no. Don't want to know.
Is Ant-Man coming out of?
No. It's a.
Don't want to know.
It's a classroom setup, right? And it's got Peter Parker walking into school, and he passes a class, and on the door it says special ed. And you go inside the room, and you've got a whole bunch of characters sitting there, and they're all supposed to stand up and introduce themselves. And one is America Ferrera, the other is Squirrel Girl, the other is Riri Williams, and that's how the movie ends.
Perfect.
The new generations all being introduced at the same time.
Great. It will save the franchise.
Yeah, that makes me real enthusiastic to see this.
Evan Von Scriver says, "Be right back. Nasser's streaming." All right, go see Nasser.
Of course.
All right, so now we're gonna draw.
Okay, seems like I missed all that. So good.
All right. None of it was good, so don't worry about it. Lorenzo, I'm going to leave you in charge of the chat. I'm not going to pay attention for a little bit, but Rick, since you're drawing, and Kodiak, are you drawing?
Yeah, I'm drawing, but so we're sticking to a theme today? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, we're doing Avengers characters, and specifically Avengers Endgame characters. If you need to be more specific, but
Pacific like the ocean.
Pacific like the ocean. Now Avery's kind of giving me some inspiration. He threw 3 pictures. He showed Doctor Strange, Captain America, and Thanos. Which of those 3 do you guys want to draw tonight?
I don't know. I'm not sure who. I was thinking Ant-Man. I don't know who I'm gonna.
Oh well, you can draw Ant-Man if you want, but I think I'm drawing Thanos. That's who I'm drawing. Kodiak, who you drawing?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet? Well, guess what?
I gotta figure it out.
See,
He's gonna figure it out, man. Come on.
He's gonna finger it. He's gonna finger it out.
Giggity.
All right, look here, guys. I've drawn the circle already. I'm halfway done. You guys need to catch up. Hey, Avery,
going over to watch
show me that Thanos again. I need to get some inspiration.
Thanos.
I can do better than that. He's got a really small nose, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's like the Hulk. Draw the Hulk with a scroll chin and put the costume on. And look at some Jim Starlin. Ron Lim with Jim Starlin.
I can't ever pronounce this. I'm sorry, man. Yaki Milk.
I just call him
When you read the comics and you have the power to spoil it for other people. Was that in reference to the end of Avengers? Endgame?
Guys, I didn't spoil anything. I'm not that mean.
And Evan's going to watch Nasser, or but it's back up to 8 viewers, so maybe he's back.
You can go watch Nasser.
Viewers, either way, that's cool.
I know Avery and Andrew will kind of giggle at me, but the other not too into artists might not. So for a while, I've been wanting to look up some Jeff Johns, just haven't done it, right? Mike mentioned it today, so I was like, you know what? It's a good time. I need to get my mind off the stupid burn. Yeah, Jeff Jones.
Jeffrey Catherine Jones?
Well, the story goes for 30 minutes, I could not stop finding.
Previously before that, his wife was Louise Jones, who is now Louise Simonson.
Oh, really?
Oh, married Simonson, really?
Louise Simonson was
really. I didn't know that part of the story.
Jones.
Oh wow.
Well, if you find her post when she was writing stuff for like the Marvel Bullpen in the very late 70s, early 80s, I believe, everything she writes is signed Louise Jones.
No, but that's the true story. For 30 minutes, I kept finding this Jeff. First, I thought it was Catherine Zeta Jones that kept sending. I'm like, no, not her. No. And then I realized it was Catherine Jones, and I'm like, no, I want the fantasy art guy.
Jeffrey Catherine Jones is how you will find it, or just Jeff Jones.
Really? Yep. I did not know that was his middle name. He doesn't go by it or anything, right?
He transitioned.
Okay. Oh, he transitioned. Oh,
yeah. That's why you can't put. That's why you can't put his. It's kind of like a Clash's Clay thing. Even though nowadays you could put in Clash's Clay and it would take you to Muhammad Ali. but with it, it's like across the board. You can't even, it was a little tough to find. I had to go to Catherine's Wikipedia page and go, what is up with this? Was this always a woman? No,
but that's the reason most people refer as Jeffrey Catherine Jones. It's just to help find the artwork.
Right.
Yeah.
I did not know that. That's did not know that. Okay.
Amazing artist. Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the cover for that movie I love, Dragon Slayer, is Jeff Jones.
Yeah.
I actually have a Jeffrey Jones sketchbook here that Todd gave.
Yeah. I have it too. Cool. I have a copy of
that's
it.
That's probably what's been putting it in my mind lately to look up some stuff.
Plus,
I grew up.
Yeah. Go through my Pinterest. There's a bunch of.
Yeah, that too. That might have planted the seed. Plus, I forgot there was I don't know if I ever owned any. I'm pretty sure my dad would have, but I don't remember getting it after he died. But he had a card. Catherine Jones had a card set out back in like '92. And I would like to get my hands on that.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta close my curtains, guys. I have.
Hey, Commodore, how's it going, man?
It's all good, Hood.
I saw you sneaking in, man.
Damn.
You think I wouldn't notice, huh?
Yes.
Oh, no. There are some things I pay attention to. They just don't include Avery.
Okay.
He's upside down again. He must be in Australia.
Yeah.
So, did anybody watch the season premiere of Game of Thrones yet?
No.
Does anybody watch it?
I haven't seen it. I almost curiosity almost got the better of me, and I almost signed up for HBO now.
Oh yeah.
I thought of buying the audiobooks and just boosting it from there, and
Well, this season has nothing to do with the book, so.
Yeah, I know, but which season? Did they diverge?
They wrapped it up like in the middle of season 7. So like all of season 8 was new, I think. So, but
aren't the later seasons all about respecting women?
I wonder if there's gonna be a Game of Thrones Brotherhood, like how they had Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because they in Full Metal Alchemist the cartoon, the first one. Yes, I called it a cartoon. Deal with it. And the first one, they only had manga material halfway through, so like halfway through it is original material that wasn't in the comic books.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought the Game of Thrones didn't get all woke and stuff, and it's all about girl power, or was that just a bad review?
That's probably just a bad review.
Did you say Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
I turned to my wife last night during the episode, and I was like, finally, a breath of fresh air, something SJW has not gotten to. No, yeah. It has strong female characters, but we're all right with that. We don't want.
Yeah, I thought maybe they were like going around just emasculating the male character.
No, that's what happened. That's what happened with Westworld. It was disgusting how night and day that. The first one was amazing. Then you got into the second one, and it's like every female character is a crack shot and super thing. And all you always see there's this one guy that was a main character in the first season. He's always behind everybody, just kind of walking behind the lead female or whatever. It's
Mary
just
Sue's.
every trope.
I lost what you said. What did you say, Commodore?
I said Mary Sue's, and I use that as a gender-neutral term.
Oh,
Me too.
Like Wesley Crusher.
Yes.
He's a classic Mary Sue.
Yeah, shut up, Wesley. Will Wheaton, the only guy that violates Wheaton's law on a daily basis. Don't be a dick.
Yeah, the first season was particularly bad. They kind of toned him down a little bit later on, and then they did show him making a serious mistake.
Yeah, they just made him a demigod, but they have him away from the show. He's doing other stuff.
Oh yeah, towards the end they did. Yeah, and then at the end they did kind of turn him into like a demigod.
Guys, I might accidentally get kicked. I just realized I'm sitting there wondering why my computer's whining, and it's because I have my VPN on, so I got to turn that off. Give me a second. Yeah. It might kick me.
It's all right. Kicking yourself is acceptable.
The cool thing about turning Will Wheaton into his character into a demigod is he got rid of the character.
Yes.
See him anymore, ever.
Yeah, he was actually in one Next Generation movie. He was at the wedding. He was at the wedding of Riker and Troy.
Yeah,
so.
but didn't they cut that scene and it's like in the extras or
I
something?
think you see him in the background, but you don't see him in like the foreground, like in the
Yeah.
in the deleted part. He was hitting on chicks.
You know,
That's toxic masculinity right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that even allowed in Star Wars? I mean,
Star
oh
Trek.
jeez, I don't.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, I'm so ashamed of myself.
Well, yeah. Well, he was.
It
Yeah.
happens.
Somebody actually called him the Jar Jar Banks of of Star Trek, and then I thought that was rude at the time.
What, a really awesome character that would have become one of the most awesome characters, but fans complained, so he changed his original and purpose for him.
Yeah, Jar Jar Banks too.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be anti-Yoda, but here's the difference. Yoda was only annoying for 20 minutes.
I remember being very annoyed by Yoda when I was a kid, but you're right. He's not. He's kind of putting on an act, you know?
Yeah, he was only annoying for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. And you can see it too when he sighs and is like, man, I got to slap this little kid.
I feel bad for the actor who played Jar Jar because it wasn't really the actor's fault. He was actually doing a really good job playing the character.
Yeah.
I thought the voice actor did a tremendously good job portraying a character that adults really don't like.
They need to retcon Disney Star Wars and just make a new episode 7, The Return of Jar Jar. Yeah. You were right. You were right.
If you watch that movie, just the Jar Jar scene. What?
Jar Jar's Darth Plagueis.
Yeah,
definitely
1,000. If you watch after knowing that theory, if you go back and watch him and think of him as a drunken master, you're like, whoa, that's so much cooler. So maybe it was something that George shouldn't have played so close to the hip. I mean, it still was annoying. The character was annoying. His just, but still. So
but make you think I'm harmless.
Is this a fan theory that?
It's a fan theory.
Oh, Darth Jar Jar. Yes.
A lot of veterans.
Yeah. That's a real fan. That's a real fan theory. Some people have is that Jar Jar's Darth Plagueis.
But when it was put on there on Reddit, the actor that plays Jar Jar goes, "It is really fun to see when people get what was supposed to be or something." It's like he's even almost kind of. It's really epic.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
That's funny.
Yeah. I like Jar Jar personally myself, but
after I figured out what he really was. Remember that movie where this guy was dying of cancer, and he was like dying in like 1999 or 98 when episode 1 was being made. So like they had to go like to Skywalker Ranch to go see episode 1, but only one of them did it, and it wasn't the guy that was dying of cancer. But he's like, let's see. And then once they all cleared in the theaters, except for the guy that died of cancer, he says like, "What if this movie sucks?" But they also met a guy in there that had a tattoo of Jar Jar there too. He said Jar Jar is gonna be epic. Everybody's gonna love Jar Jar.
Oh, that was a bad choice.
Imagine his luck if he removed the tattoo, then the fan theories came in, then it's like shit.
Well, I think
that movie was Fanboys.
Yeah, Fanboys, yeah. They also had Carrie Fisher in there a little bit.
See, I didn't hate Jar Jar when it came out. It just me and the kids saw episode 1 in theaters, and it was really cool, and we enjoyed it. And Mike's favorite bad guy is always going to be Darth Maul. And
mine too.
Years later, when they re-released it in the theater in 3D, we went back to see it again, me and Ayla and Mike, and it wasn't as good as we remembered it. You know,
it wasn't as good as you remembered the first time I saw it, when it came out.
It was so corny. There were some really hokey scenes in it that I completely forgot all about. You know,
I thought they should have focused a little more on the actual plot involving what was going on with
had multiple
politics and stuff, and then
confused the viewer too.
Yeah. I think it was poorly edited, is what it felt like. What it feels like to me. It's like there were some things that they just glossed over. They just went by so fast, having to do with the politics, which I could understand not wanting to focus on boring politics, but I just couldn't figure out what they were talking about because it was just like one line.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck
and they were done.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like what was going on. Is a lot of people didn't realize in the story through all the prequels, the bad guys are winning the whole time.
Yeah.
No matter which way it goes, the bad guys are winning.
Yeah.
And they didn't focus on that enough.
What was going on with that? Was it the Galactic Republic? I just wish that would have been explained a little better. Because, and then they did show the Senate floor. I mean, that part was good. I just thought they could have explained it a little bit better, and maybe toned down some of the Jar Jar parts a little bit and focus a little more on that.
Yep.
What real Star Wars fans do they want? They want is more Mace Windu. Like if they're gonna have prequel stuff, they just have a Mace Windu movie, have him do Vapod.
Wasn't he in there like more kind of like briefly? Like he wasn't in there. I mean, he wasn't like. You mean what happened? Was he? I mean, because he was a badass character, but kind of a background character.
What do you expect? Just Samuel L. Jackson, of course, he's a badass. What do you expect?
But he wasn't like he wasn't like the main. He wasn't like one of the main protagonists, was he? I mean, he was, but he wasn't.
Well, he was an important character, and he had an important role, but it was such a small role,
Yeah.
It wasn't. He
was
wasn't
it like
Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Yeah, he was like the Obi-Wan Kenobi or Yoda, but it seemed like we didn't see enough of him on the screen.
Yeah, and a lot of fans liked him because a lot of fans liked the more like a lot of people consider Mace Windu a gray Jedi.
Yeah.
Even though he wasn't technically.
Well, he was right on the border, man.
Yeah.
He used Vapod, which is like the closest you can get to a Sith without being one.
Wow.
Yeah, but isn't that all?
It's all gone now. Yeah.
It's all gone now because that was all part of the extended universe, right?
Yep, the gray. Yeah, that's all gone.
That's my canon. Disney is hashtag not my canon.
The thing is, I always thought as a kid that the Jedi were just like either like just good, and then the other side, the Empire was evil. I mean, I didn't really, the whole thing with Gray that was developed in the books.
Yeah, and a lot of people think that being a dark Jedi means you're a Sith. Not all dark Jedi are Sith.
Yeah,
Sith is an
There's Force users that use the dark side, but they're not in the Sith order.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Sith. You're using the Sith order. I'm going to make my own Sith order with blackjack and hookers.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like the Sith were an ideology. Well, originally they were a race. The race got wiped out, but it became an ideology.
Now, was that because of the Force? Like when they died, when Obi-Wan strike me down, I should become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
No, they were wiped out.
Nope, they were wiped out. You know where I learned that from? Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I know.
I didn't read the books, but I had a lot of friends who did.
Yeah.
And it's like the Sith were they were a race that was strong in the dark side of the Force, and they started choosing dark Jedi to lead them, and then it became a whole big an empire.
See, I can remember way back as being like 6 or 7, and my dad reading the books and my sister reading the books and telling me that he became Darth Vader by falling in a volcano. So I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
So when people was like, "Well, I didn't know he fell in a volcano," I'm like, "Man, that's been part of the lore since forever."
Yeah.
I didn't know that Jedi were allowed to be like kind of morally ambiguous, because like Han Solo wasn't a Jedi, but he was kind of morally ambiguous. Especially before
he was like a Humphrey Bogart kind of guy.
Yeah, and I thought that was like okay because he eventually because they were kind of he wasn't a Jedi and then when he allied with them, it seemed like he became a better person.
Mhm.
And I thought I didn't realize that they could have like a gray Jedi.
They should have got Robert Sash to play Han Solo.
Well, the gray Jedi were people that left the Order and they wouldn't give up their lightsaber. They went their own way.
Okay.
And they weren't there wasn't a gray Jedi Order. They were just people. They were just like, I'm out. You guys are too fanatical. Life is more somewhere in the middle. I'm done with your crap. Ahsoka could be considered a gray.
Yeah. She's pretty badass too.
So did they become an enemy of the Jedi Order? The Jedi Order?
No. They just walk away. They just walk away and go live their life, but keep practicing the light side of the Force.
So they didn't go and like persecute them or anything like that.
No. They just left. They just said they just noped out, but they wouldn't give up.
The Jedi think of the Dark Jedi is they don't think of them.
Yeah.
Ahsoka
faces off with Vader in Rebels,
which is what Count Dooku was before he actually went off the edge when Qui-Gon died.
At first it starts as a disagreement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he wanted to make his own Jedi Order of blackjack and hookers. Yeah.
Does the Jedi Order only fight the Dark Jedi then?
No, the Jedi Order are actually like a peacekeeping force.
Yeah, they're a police force.
They're sort of like a cross between intergalactic diplomats, police, and a religious order.
Wouldn't that be like the Green Lanterns?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong with that?
Yeah, maybe
exactly. Religious fanatics who are cops.
They have no official power. They only can interfere where they're asked.
Interesting.
Do you think Anakin was right about the Jedi? From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
From his point of view, yes, they were. From his point of view, they were.
Well, here's the thing: like the Jedi, they say that the evil people covet knowledge, but the Jedi have the biggest fucking library in the whole fucking galaxy
that they keep pretty much to themselves.
Yeah, they don't share with anybody.
Mm-hmm. The Order had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
That library that Luke burnt down, was that their main library? Because I didn't see it.
That's probably why Dooku left. He's like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here.
The thing that was supposed to be played with is that Anakin did bring balance by destroying the Jedi.
He brought balance to the Force. Like, what does balance mean? There's a shitload of Jedis, but not a lot of Sith.
Yeah, that's part of the things that destroyed the Sith is there was multiple Sith Lords, and it was constantly infighting. Then Darth Bane, wasn't Darth Bane that created the rule of two?
I think so, yeah.
He said there can only be two.
Yeah, Eagle 43 mentioned the animated, the 2D animated Mace Windu from the Clone Wars by the guys from Samurai Jack. That was freaking awesome. There's one of those episodes. It's a really short episode where he just takes on Mace Windu, takes on a whole army of the robots, and it's just awesome. It's just amazing animation, and it made that character even better. So,
and it is Darth Bane, by the way.
Yeah.
Imagine Bane with
Darth Bane.
Venom.
Darth Bane was the guy's name?
Darth Bane.
Bane.
Yeah, he's the Batman villain.
Yeah. He created the rule of two. So there can only be two Sith.
When was that? Was that in any of the movies, or was that extended?
Yeah, extended universe in the books. It happened thousands of years before Luke and Leia were around.
Interesting.
Because the Sith started at a time before even lightsabers. And then the Sith were the ones who created lightsabers. And
does there have to be both a good and evil Jedi for there to be balance?
No, that's just something that...
Yeah.
That's a hiccup, because a lot of the lore that started to come about, he made for... Our understanding of Jedi was much different, and his creation of Jedi was much different when he ended his original thing,
Bible.
Yeah. No, his first 3 movies. So even what I'm trying to say is even George Lucas's outlook in '83 was different from what eventually became, you know.
What is balance to the Force then? Because they talk about that, but do they ever really define what it would be?
The dark and the light both have to exist.
Well, that was one of my fan theories for the second Disney trilogy, was the fact that when Luke said it's time for the Jedi to end, my thought was that Rey was going to be something new, a combination of Jedi and Sith. Because if you remember one of the posters that came out, it had her holding it up and it was blue and then it turned into red. Which I thought would have been a cool thing if she had become the basis for something new.
Hey, that would have been interesting. You had a purple lightsaber because, like, since he was a dark Jedi, he was red and blue is purple. You know. Yeah,
Mace Windu used purple.
Yeah, he used it because he was not. He was a little leftist centered. Is that the way to say it? No,
yeah. A lot of people considered him a gray, but he wasn't.
Yeah, he was close to gray.
Yeah, he was close to a gray. So was Qui-Gon.
Yeah,
Qui-Gon often was in trouble constantly.
Now, do you think Obi-Wan became gray later in his life?
Could be. It could be. Yeah, his philosophy and the way he viewed it. Yeah, possible.
Yeah, he's a lot like that character in Star Wars: The Old Republic, where he hides down in the bottom of the Wookiee planet. So, and if you ever look at his alignment, he's gray, even though he said,
that guy. Oh my God, what was his name?
I know. I can think of the voice actor right now.
Yeah, in the first KOTOR. Yeah, dude. Yeah. He was a great.
I keep wanting to say Bendu, but that's not right.
He was an awesome character, dude. I'm gonna have to play Knights of the Old Republic 2 again. Do it on stream.
Yeah, play for the first.
Oh yeah, you can do it on your phone now. You know.
Dude, I can do it on my Xbox One. That's compatible backwards to the original Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't have my copy of the first Knights of the Old Republic disappeared, but I still have Knights of the Old Republic 2, and it's backwards compatible.
Jolie. I didn't even look it up. I've pulled it out.
Yeah, he was dude. Some of the gameplay, at least like the way you can build lightsabers, is deeper and better in 2. But the overall story in Knights of the Old Republic 1 was so good, and the character development was.
So, do you live on Kashyyyk? Was that the name of the planet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That which happens to be my favorite. I love the idea that there was the trees created this whole different world because of the shadows. There was no sun that could.
Yeah.
It was so awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play those games. I think
so good.
Yeah,
Knights of the Old Republic
eventually. Oh, dude, play them. They're fantastic. You'll love them.
Yeah.
Now, would you guys say the games are better than the movies and the books, or?
Well, everything was better back then. That was when things.
Yeah.
But yeah, the expanded universe was better. That's what kept it alive during that time of having really crappy movies.
Yeah.
Or no movies at all, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Or no. Yeah.
Yeah, but. Yeah. Those Star Wars games, the 2 Knights of the Old Republic role-playing games that were on Xbox and PC, are fantastic. First of all, they're the first role-playing games I ever played all the way through, and played multiple times.
Same, actually.
And the only Star Wars games I ever found playable.
Yeah.
And they were fantastic.
What about Jedi Academy and Jedi Outcast?
I couldn't play them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Just because we're saying KOTOR is amazing doesn't mean that all like Star Wars games are.
Most Star Wars games are complete and utter trash.
You know what else was trash? The MMO they made of KOTOR. I
never touched it. It's like I don't want to play an MMO. I want to play a story-based RPG, single player.
Exactly.
RPG.
Yeah.
I don't want an MMO.
No.
What about co-op?
I would play a co-op game, maybe, but it better be dang good. Although, what is it?
Battlefront. Yeah.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original Xbox game, is I believe that's got co-op, and it is free now on Xbox Live if you have an Xbox.
Really?
Get it for free.
Is that the one Michael bought?
No. This is a much older game. This is for the original Xbox.
Oh, okay.
This is a much older game.
But I've seen it. It looks interesting. I haven't played it though. Man, I don't do much playing video games at all anyway.
Yeah. But this came out on the original Xbox 15 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's an old game called Battlefront 2.
It's
a current one.
Yeah, it's Star Wars Battlefront 2 or something like that. It's on the original Xbox, and it's free if you have Xbox Live.
Oh, that's great. I'll check that out because I know that Star Wars, the Lucasfilms used to make their own games.
Oh, dude,
they were really excellent.
Point-and-click adventure games.
They invented a lot.
Lucasfilm had this one game years ago. The LucasArts people. It was on the original Xbox. It was called Armed and Dangerous. And this game is piss your pants funny. Like, you will laugh your ass off. There's like this crazy shark gun where you shoot a shark out of the gun, it goes into the ground, then swims around under the ground and pops up and kills people, and the cutscenes are a riot.
Why does that sound familiar?
If anybody plays retro games like original Xbox games and you've never played Armed and Dangerous, get it. You will cry laughing. It's so good.
I've only seen the movie available on the Xbox store.
What are you talking about?
The movie Armed and Dangerous, not the...
it may not be backwards compatible, is why you can't find it.
Okay.
You have to find the physical copy and play it on an original Xbox.
Oh.
It may not be backwards compatible. Only a few games from the original Xbox have made it backwards compatible.
Well, I have a hard time with the controls for some reason. Anyway, when playing with the first Xbox, it doesn't seem like the controls work on this Xbox.
Well, I didn't have a problem with it, but I have really big hands, so the Duke fit.
Stop bragging.
A lot of people had a problem with the Duke. That's the reason they redesigned the controller a little bit later. But that first original controller for the original Xbox was a beast.
I heard the replacement.
Is it called the Duke? Is that actually? It's like
the Duke is the nickname for it. Yes, it's called the Duke.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm seeing those games even when they work on the Xbox One, they don't seem to. Doesn't seem like the modern controls work well.
My only experience is playing Morrowind, and it was fine.
Is that for the first Xbox or the 360?
It's for the first Xbox. First Xbox.
Oh, okay.
And I played off the disc. I have the disc that I found at a flea market.
The an interesting thing about Morrowind is there's some fans that reverse engineered the engine for the PC version. So on PC, you can actually run that game on Mac and on Linux and on Windows. And
that's great.
That's cool.
And there's also a project to bring multiplayer to it too.
Oh yes, there is. I believe there's a beta out there and it's working.
Yeah, it is TS3MP.
Yeah,
but that's gonna be eventually integrated to OpenMW.
That's cool. I'm kind of like, if they actually get what is it, Skywind working, I may actually get
Skywind. It'll just be Morrowind with a newer engine.
Exactly. I may get Skyrim for the PC finally, and give it a shot.
Is anybody out there thinking the same thing I'm thinking? Nerds.
Yeah. You're one to talk. Go.
I think so, Brain. But where are we going to get a pachyderm with square pants?
Yeah, exactly. Narf.
We did it at the same time.
Narf point. You got.
You know how we was talking about the fan theory earlier? Well, he just, I don't know if you know, they're redoing it, and everybody's involved that was involved with the old Animaniacs. And Rob Paulson, he's got to be careful because he's a Republican. That's why I was kind of following him. And I was like, that, and he's freaking, awesome. And he just confirmed one of the biggest fan theories that started as a fan theory, that Pinky is the genius and Brain is insane.
Well, yeah, that they did an entire episode on that.
Well, but they didn't confirm it. They didn't confirm it in that way.
This is because Pink in the Brain, that shows from the brain's perspective.
Yeah.
And it's from his delusions.
So great.
Oh,
he's like, and by the way, because he's doing Pinky's voice, he's like, and by the way, he's singing "Happy Birthday" to the actor, that voice actor that does Brain, and he's like, and by the way, I'm the genius and you're insane.
What's his name? Maurice something.
Yeah. Who's funny because he's always posting a lot of SJW stuff. I don't know how bad, but I know Rob Paulson is a Republican and kind of keeps quiet, and I think Doug might even know Rob. But anyways, yeah, that's just a couple unique little quips. Boy, I messed this up.
I like this performance in the newer Scooby-Doo movie, the one where he plays Vincent Van Gogh. Oh no, the movie sucked.
Hey, does anybody want to talk about the Avengers?
Not really. We're all talking about like old Xbox games that began the frame. We're like, we don't care. Like, I'm winning people over with the whole just completely check out on pop culture completely.
Yeah.
And go and look for all the new independent stuff. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna convert as many people as I can. Because we're the people creating the new IPs.
Yes. Misfit Corner Comics, the latest greatest religion.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, we're gonna be standing right next to the Tico Paths, right?
Sounds like good company to me.
That's right. That's right.
Are any of you actually really excited about Endgame?
What's that?
Are any of you really excited about this Endgame?
Oh no, I don't give a crap.
I want to see it just so I can see how much of my theory is gonna happen in there.
No.
We're gonna get introduced to Squirrel Girl. We're gonna get introduced to America Ferrera. We're gonna get introduced to
America Chavez.
America Chavez. Why did I say America Ferrera?
I don't know.
America Fedora.
And I'm not gonna say I'm not interested in it. Finishing up my last 10 years of my life of finishing that, I am really disappointed in what they've done and let certain people do. But at least we're starting to see some of the actors don't really appreciate it either. So.
Oh yeah, what happened?
Well, see, funny enough, Ethan did a video on it. He didn't even cover the most cringeworthy thing of the interview. It seems like Chris Hemsworth and what's her face don't like each other very much, which would make a lot of sense.
Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thor may like her, but Chris doesn't.
Yeah, she's very unlikable.
That's just it. He did something. He said something which was an obvious banter quip on an interview, and she just didn't know how to pull herself back, and she went full bitch. And I've seen memes of never let yourself go full
real.
Yeah. But the thing is Ethan points something else out, and I'll let his video do it. But the thing I got was his 2-minute monologue on how his favorite superhero is Wonder Woman. And I'm just like, oh, I can feel the tension. She hates this. Her ego's bigger than anybody I've ever seen.
Maybe he likes the 1940s version where she was a bondage model.
Who doesn't?
Speaking of which, what I'm drawing now is, if you can see, our Harley Quinn, and how that relates to what I just said is the last time I drew her, and the first and last time I drew her, I couldn't draw her arms, so I drew her in bondage.
Oh no. Guys, can somebody let Commodore know that Harley Quinn is not an Avenger? We're drawing Avengers, my friend. Avengers.
She's not a good guy either.
No, she's not.
She likes to avenge the Joker.
Oh God. Wah, wah.
I actually agree with Doug a little bit on the Catwoman thing, and I hate agreeing with Doug. as much as I love him. As much as I love him, you guys know I love him, but I hate agreeing with him sometimes. But I agree with him. Batman should never have a relationship. He should always fight that relationship off with her. What I called it to my wife, I called it drinking the ginger ale. He should always drink the ginger ale. You should think he's drinking vodka, but he's never drinking vodka. He's always drinking ginger ale. And go ahead.
I was about to say, like, is that a reference to like an Animaniacs episode where James Bond, the clone, is drinking what he said was ginger ale and not champagne?
No, that they probably actually took that from a Batman because it's old school Batman. He would drink ginger ale and make people think he was drunk. And then when they put that in the movie, I was like fanboying.
Nice.
Yeah, because he's all about keeping his body, toned and perfect. So why would he let himself, one, get in a romantic, two, get in a romantic with a villain who's just, it just kind of hokey and weird.
It's romantic with Selena, yeah.
Yeah. She's supposed to be, something that tries him and makes him have to work for it. But in the end, he shouldn't marry her.
He might have like a wham bam thank you, man, but
didn't he get like date raped by Talia al Ghul?
Yes.
Yeah, I forgot about that because I lost. I forgot about that. Don't they have like a son? Isn't that how that happened?
Damien,
Damien comes from.
Yeah, she roofied him, dude.
Oh my god, is that real?
Yes. What did SJWs think of that? Did they hate it or did they have rich white man?
Yeah,
it's like
she slipped him a Mickey. Yeah, that's what happened, dude. I'm just like, this is cringe.
Yep.
Like, why can't it just be like, Batman had a moment of weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's had a thing with her before,
Yeah.
Right, and I'm all about him having weakness. That's another thing I feel they overplay. So they overplay him as being awesome and perfect too much.
Especially in Justice League.
Yeah. But yeah, that's cringe. That's definitely cringe, especially since Damian Wayne was going to take over Batman for a while, and he's Robin, and
there's too many damn Robins.
I would love to just one day mess somebody up and go, "You do realize he's a child of rape, right?"
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, there are too many Robins. They should have left Jason Todd dead.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
It's just better for the story.
I mean, there's too many damn Robins because, how old is Bruce really if you raise that many damn Robins?
I know, dude. He's still in his mid-late 30s.
How's that work? Did he raise them all?
Especially with the new 52 reboot. All the Robins were supposed to come around in 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when I was a little more idealistic and youthful and thought, hey, I would like to write for DC one day, I had this whole idea of what I called Batman chronology, which actually started in Batman. Bruce Wayne was born in 1900. He started his career as Batman in the 1930s, and then it followed Dick Grayson as Batman, and he's the one that we remember from the 60s and goes all the way up to Batman Beyond. So
that could be a fun storyline, actually.
Yeah,
that would make a good miniseries.
Yeah,
that would make a good Elseworld miniseries. Actually,
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Elseworld.
That would make a good Elseworld miniseries. It really would.
Yeah, I loved Elseworld. I still have a collection of those.
Oh yeah. I believe Gotham by Gaslight was the first thing that they deemed that.
Really? That's not old.
Yeah, well, they didn't call them Elseworld yet, but that came out, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, these kind of things we do are going to be called Elseworld."
Yeah.
What do you think of the Japanese Batman movie with the Joker Zord?
I haven't seen it.
It was good. I enjoyed it.
You enjoy everything.
Well,
why are you being quiet? Because the only thing I could add to the conversation is I liked it.
You liked it.
The Batman Ninja thing I thought was a bit crazy.
Yeah, it's probably one of the stupid things like this.
I liked the character designs for the villains. I liked how they redesigned them for that movie, for the Japanese one, the manga one.
I like that short somebody made a few years ago, like Batman in China. That animated short, that was dope.
I gotta check that one out.
You've never seen it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, dude, it'll fry your brain. It's so dope.
Well, I've got to take off, guys. I got to be on John's show in about
All right, cool.
10 minutes.
Awesome. You guys have fun, man.
Rick.
Yep.
So we'll see you all whenever.
Smite a paladin for me.
I'll try.
Well, we're way behind in the chat.
Wait a minute. Fred L7 Weenie says, Rip Endgame. Just got leaked online. Now it's ruined for everybody. I hate when people do that to us.
Is that is it as bad as Wolverine was? Like that bad of a leak?
What was so bad about Wolverine?
Wolverine or what was that, Legends or whatever, that Wolverine movie, the first one?
The Origins?
Yeah, Origin was. You don't remember that whole debacle? Or? Yeah, it was released online, and some of it wasn't even finished. Like, instead of having a CGI plane, you had basically a photograph. I mean, not a photograph, but a thumbnail, a sketch. But most of all the acting was. So sometimes he would pop his claws out, and you wouldn't see it yet because it was still in post. But the full movie was released online, and they blamed a lot of its kind of underplayings on the fact that it was released online. And we're not talking a cam either. We're talking released online before it was released in the theaters.
Oh yeah, I don't remember any of that happening, but it wouldn't shock me. But to be honest with you, if it's a movie I want to see, like Endgame, if somebody came to me and said, "Hey, the whole movie's been released online, you can, BitTorrent it or something," I said, "Screw it, I'll just wait till it comes out in theater. I'm not gonna go looking for that."
Yeah,
so.
That's the thing is, I actually you're asking if I'm excited for it. I still remember I thoroughly enjoyed Infinity War. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I was like, "Oh, that!" Walked out excited and stuff like that. It's all the stuff that you. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed Black Panther. I didn't even know there was anything about it that was political at all, because we seen it on the first day in the afternoon screening, right?
Yeah.
And then we come out and the world's stupid. It's not the movie that was stupid; it was the world that was stupid.
Yeah. All the political stuff they said that was about the movie was not in the movie.
Yeah.
It was just a Marvel superhero movie, and it was an okay one.
And it followed every single cliche bit of a Marvel movie. So it did exactly that. I mean, the one I know everybody here has seen it, but the part where he goes flying off of the waterfall and everybody thinks he's dead, you're like, he's not dead. Why does anybody think he's dead? No, everybody knows he's not dead,
Yeah. Why do people in the why don't they go look for his body? Duh. It's like.
Well, looks like we're way behind. How much of the chat did we read? Like, I mean, way back it says, like, I got Yoika Milk says I got told of for spreading positivity because I have STDs.
What?
No, I don't actually have STDs. And he's like, "What are you talking about, by the way?" I'm like, and Commodore said Hunchback died today, and has a question mark. It says, "What are you using?" Eagle 43 said Jar Jar is the greatest character. He just needs to do a buddy cop movie with Jackie Chan.
Oh my gosh!
Did you watch the Clone Wars miniseries? I guess
that seems like a reference to the way Chris ruined The Fifth Element. Maybe I'm just digging a little deep, but yeah.
Eagle says Mace Windu was an amazing character in the miniseries done by the guy in Samurai Jack.
Yeah, that's the comment I read.
Okay. And no, something about Yoika Milk was, "What are you using to talk, and can I join you?" Eagle 43 says, "Isn't Balance to the Force the remade Jedi Order by Luke Skywalker?" Eagle 43 says, "Play Republic Commando." Okay.
That's a video game one, guys. I don't know nothing about that. So.
And somebody, an X-Men Alliance, and Yoikamuksa. What about Oddworld?
Oddworld was a good game. Yeah, man. Oddworld was awesome. Work.
All right, Dave.
Fred guy said RAP Endgame just got leaked online. Okay, so we're up. I think we're back. Sorry about that. I just was put in charge of the chat, and then noticed we were way behind.
We get to talking and
yeah.
Yep.
Well, Kodiak, this is the reason why I don't do color, because I suck at it. This is horrible. Yeah. But you know what? I'll take it to the flea market on Saturday.
That's cool. That's Andrew. That's fine, dude.
Yeah.
For a quick color sketch, that's like a $30-$40 sketch, man, at least.
Wow.
I think he's fishing, Avery. I think he just fished us.
Andrew.
No.
Dude, I'm proud of you that you didn't turn him into a gerbil or something.
I think you're gonna rip it up or something.
I'm so proud of you.
I think I was gonna rip it up.
No, I was.
No, it's good. Andrew,
watercolor,
it's
so
good.
it's bent a little bit. I'm flattening it out.
It's good. Yeah. Let it dry, then put it in a portfolio or in a book. Wow. You're good, dude. That's fine.
I thought that was
good.
That was awesome. He didn't turn him into a gerbil or something. Oh, I'm done.
No, I think I'd make him into a bear if I made him into anything. So
still, you didn't. You resisted your furry nature.
Yeah, I resisted. That's right.
Yo, what is Kami eating?
I looked up Scaly, and there was this Scaly rap song with this alligator dude who's doing this old school rap.
I think he's muted.
I'm eating stuffed shells and
oh man, that looks amazing.
garlic bread.
Rick's the one who got me, who got us all, who told us all about Scalies. I don't know how he knew about them. That was
yeah. He was way too awesome. He was way too on the nose for something like it's like ooh Rick. What?
It's like he's done research before or something.
Yeah, it's like dude.
I've done research before.
Oh,
and then after that, I looked it up myself, and it's like, yeah, this guy's kind of doing this old school rap thing, which was really cool. But it was like he was identified as an alligator or something.
That's how trends start. You better be careful. Before you know it, you'll be hiding the fact that you're a furry from us.
Well, I'm a Sleestack, so now I don't know anymore.
I'm so confused.
I am.
You guys know who this is? Can you even see it?
Your blue line penciling in a sketchbook. I can't tell what that is.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Looks like a woman, but that's about all I can tell.
Yeah,
all right, who is it?
Yeah, can you see her?
Scarlet Witch.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Got him.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
D says, I want Bear Thanos now. Yes. Yes.
I want Bear Thanos now.
You know, I haven't done my sketch in my sketchbook for the night. That could happen.
Oh, God. See, now he's going to ruin it. That's what I get for giving him a compliment. I get punished.
So Fred's upset about that movie footage being leaked.
So is my mastication bothering you?
No,
bro, is that a real thing? Have you looked it up?
Yes.
It's like real. It's really been like. Oh, is this it right here? No, that's Battlefront.
What Fred's talking about in the chat.
Yeah.
Fred L7 Weenie. Oh, and D loves all things is in the chat.
What up?
Cool. Good to see you. Good to see Fred. I don't know if I've seen Fred before, but definitely interesting to know. Yeah, that is a shame. You know, that would really suck to work so much and spend so much money making a movie and then have it be leaked like that. And who knows what format it's in? You know, as was said earlier, it could be partially complete.
Oh, it's only 20 minutes of footage. New Avengers Endgame TV spot leaks Marvel shows private audience 20 minutes. So it's like one of those, like when you go to a thing, a con or whatever. So spoilers below.
I see. Yeah. I don't even like watching those trailers that are like 2 minutes long, or because they give away. A lot of times, movie trailers give away the end of the film.
Now, did you see the footage from Star Wars Celebration for the words? What was Boba Fett?
There's a clone.
No. What was his race of people?
Mandalorian.
The Mandalorians. Yes, there's a TV show called The Mandalorian, and it looks actually really good. It looks interesting.
I hope it is good as they yeah.
But do you know who's playing the lead actor on that?
John Mandalorian.
That's the guy that played he played Oberon in Game of Thrones. You know, the one that fought the mountain.
Yeah. The one that did all the fancy stuff. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. He's playing the Mandalorian, which I think that's awesome. I think that's very, very cool.
Are Mandalorian humans?
They're humanoid, but they're not
people.
They're their own race, their own culture.
You know what I love?
Mandalorian and Boba look human.
And
like,
Mandalorian.
Huh?
What's that?
What makes them different than us humans? Like they look just like us.
Yeah, but they're their own race. I think they may have started out like everything. You know, it's a galaxy long ago, far away, and people. The reason they look like aliens is they look like people. Anybody looks like a person. It's for the story elements because it's hard to get a person to identify with anything other than another person. But
yeah, you say humanoid, but you know none of them are human.
Yeah, they're humanoid. But
no, they're not. Well, I guess you could say they're not Earthlings.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
In Power Rangers in space, it says and they had this alien. It's like, oh, you're humans. Like, oh yeah, like Earth isn't the only place where you can find humans.
Yeah, humanoid.
Although he did have telepathic abilities.
Well, in Wikipedia, they do have a section for humans. You know, I think they have like Luke and people, Leia and people like that in there. But I don't know if they're humans like we are, or they just
no, they're in a galaxy long ago, far away.
Yeah, that's something I never got. Why they turned Boba Fett into a clone?
Because the Mandalorians had already been wiped out by the Jedi, or set on the path to extinction by the Jedi, because at one point Mandalorians were used by the Sith, and when the time the Sith flared up as just an ideology, they used Mandalorians.
And didn't Revan kick their butt?
And Revan kicked their butt
before being Revan. Well, that's a spoiler.
That's what sent them on. That's what sent them on the downward trajectory to extinction, because they lost a home world, they lost most of their forces, and they were just the tribes were sort of scattered and just assimilated into all other cultures. That's how races realistically go extinct.
Right.
Is they're assimilated into other cultures. That's what happened to the Mandalorians.
Damn it, Kodiak! Did you spoil the TV show for us?
No, because unfortunately, when Disney took over, they deleted all the extended universe that made Star Wars so badass. That was the moment I knew that I'm like, uh-oh.
So in Star Wars, they have humans, but they don't have Terrans.
Yeah. They're not us.
Yeah. But they're still
the Mandalorians are listed as humans.
We don't even think
they're an ethno-linguistic group, apparently.
It's a different galaxy than ours.
Yeah.
Okay. So to get back on the subject of Avengers Endgame, who else is going to go see it opening weekend? Nobody. Really?
Oh no, I could care less. I'm not.
I don't know if Mike will be able to get us in opening weekend. To be honest with you, he's already getting all of his days screwed up. He's like, man, this weekend's going to be real busy. I'm like, why? What's opening up? He said, Endgames. No, that's the following week. He's getting all of his days mixed up because
so much happening.
Yeah.
I thought Iron Man was worth seeing when it came out because it was something new.
Oh, it definitely was. That was great. Even though it's a rehash of the cartoon that came out a year before. You notice they used to do that. They used to try this stuff out on audience with like some kind of media, like usually cartoons. They do a cartoon movie and see how it's accepted.
Avery, believe it or not, I'm getting ready to use my very last pen refill for the brush pen. I'm loading my last one.
Or more.
Damn, I didn't. Well, I bought them while I was in New York, and I'm not going back to New York till October.
That'd be the last.
Well, actually,
no. Don't they sell them at Ready Arts?
Yeah, they do, but they're more expensive. But yeah, I
you can also order. You can also order them on Amazon.
Well, the group that I bought them from, I get advertisements in my email from them all the time, so I could order it directly from them if I wanted to.
Notice how Andrew's inking a furry now? After you praise him for not
I know. That's what I get for being nice to him.
Well,
he complains and complains about me being mean. Then when I'm nice, he immediately makes me regret it.
Well, he's gonna eventually come out of the closet. You know, he has to go to bed.
I can't find the video to look at what y'all are talking about. Where am I? Oh my god.
What?
I have too many windows open, so I can't get back to the Google.
Oh crap! I've had it on you all the entire time. Oh jeez.
Who, me?
Yeah, I had it white boxed on you.
Crap! That means it was blurry.
You were showing us your.
There it is.
Your sketch of your woman.
My lady. Oh,
where
is my lady?
Dang it! Oh, but it's awesome, guys. Come on.
You ever notice how I have the same pun jokes that Kodiak thinks up? I just do it, but I just often do it before he does.
What?
You know, whenever
I was talking about.
You say something and it reminds you of a song, and I'm the one that sings the song first.
Oh, this is getting really like creepy ESP type stuff.
I am a Pisces, so
ESPN.
ESPN.
Yeah, I was going to jokingly say that, but I didn't throw people off.
Lendro is my Kodiak.
Wait a minute. Go back. You're a Pisces? What does that have to do with?
Pisces are those. If you believe in that sort of stuff, they're the strongest with mental powers like that.
Well,
like
Capricorn. What does that mean?
You're furry.
That explains why I love you so much and you hate me so much. No. Isn't Capricorn? Isn't it January?
December, end of December.
I would think you would be a Cancer because I'm a Cancer.
No, I'm not a Cancer.
Right?
Yeah.
So Fred said something's a nice drawing. I'm not sure which one he was praising.
We need Rick in here to make bad jokes, make bad puns, you know.
He said that he wants a bear Thanos now. And they said, just kidding.
Yeah, that's why he's drawing Bear Thanos.
I'm doing my version of the Bear Thanos.
Is it Thanos or Thanos? I never get that right.
Tomato.
Huh.
Do you know what the name Thanos comes from?
No.
It's literally Latin for death.
Is it really?
Thanos.
Wouldn't it be
I legitimately thought it was a made up.
Nope. That is the Latin word for death, Thanos.
I wonder why people weren't feeling so good.
Well, it's the whole idea, the fact that he's in love with death, he's infatuated with death, he's you know, his name is literally death. But the movie cucked him out, didn't they?
Yeah, didn't even have.
Made him into half measures. A man of half measures. That's Avery.
Yeah, he was not as cruel as Thanos can be in the comic.
Do you know in the Thanos, the one that they did, Simon Bianchi did the art for, he killed his mother, he did experiments on her because he wanted to see where he came from and what she did to make him into what he was.
Yeah, why he was so different.
Yeah, and there's a picture in the image. She's like strapped to a table up, and he's got a scalpel, and he's going like right at her throat. It's like, oh dang.
Boy, when they want to push their narrative that he's a bad guy, they push their narrative.
Yeah, Thanos is way like Josh Brolin did a good job with the voice and all, and like, and Thanos is calm most of the time, but he's way crueler in the comic. At least I always thought he was. But I haven't read a comic book with Thanos in it since Infinity Gauntlet.
There was a time when they made him almost sympathetic in the movie, you know?
Yeah.
Especially the whole death of Gamora thing. You know, because he was really, really broken up about that.
Well, people like three-dimensional characters.
Yeah,
you know?
I like my bad guys to be bad.
Exactly.
Not tragic. I don't like them tragic. Like the new Joker movie.
It can be tragic and bad.
It doesn't do that. The new Joker movie does not entice or thrill me at all.
Oh man, I'm so excited for that movie. You asked me for a movie, I'm excited. That looks dope. I've gone from like being worried about it, going, oh wait, to going, nah, no. This is another one. This is gonna be an art piece.
No,
you know?
Not interested really. I'd rather go see a corny, stupid Venom again than see a art piece Joker movie.
Or Batman.
I think it's gonna be the epitome. It's just like it's a funny thing that the Joker can hold a movie without a Batman. You know,
I don't think he can.
I don't think he can either.
I think he will. I think it will really do a well in a natural born killers kind of way. I think this is going to be pretty.
Now we can learn more about one more about the Joker in this movie. Like, you know, the canon of him. You know,
Mike Miller was saying, you know, I'm not going to take it as a canon. Like, I'm just going to take it as an Elseworld.
Well, you know, in Batman and Robin, they that shitty movie where they had the canon name for that was the first movie they have the canon name for Mr. Freeze's wife's sickness. You know, McGregor syndrome. You know.
Yeah.
And it was used in in Gotham. You know, they called it McGregor syndrome.
I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's actually the canon name now. I think.
I have all the seasons that have been released on DVD, and I'm still only up to season 1 of Gotham. I'm really far behind.
Yeah, I tried to watch it. To hell with that show.
I saw a little fan theory. Like this is this channel called Film Theory. They talked about McGregor syndrome, and they said, "Do you know what they said? McGregor syndrome really was?
What?
Lung cancer.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if it had a real world kind of
Well, it has the same exact symptoms of lung cancer. It comes in 3 stages, you know, and it affects the organs of like drug addicts. You know, like if you smoke crack, you're likely to get lung cancer. You know.
Is that true?
Well, you know, you put carcinogens in your lungs if you smoke it. You know.
All right, there we go. There's a hero version of Thanos.
That's just wonderful.
Where's the gauntlet?
I think Avery hates it because it does look good and he knows it.
I haven't seen it. I don't know. What is it good?
Yeah,
it is good. Cool. It is good, but or it's a scroll bear.
Well, I just wanted to give him like whiskers that kind of looked like segmentation whiskers. So.
Well, something interesting about Infinity War. It was the first film that was actually shot completely on IMAX.
There's been other movies that have been filmed in IMAX.
IMAX for pieces here and there. Like they used the in Batman. What was the one with Joker in it?
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Okay, in the Dark Knight, they used it for the bank robbery scene. And in Dunkirk, they half the movie.
So it's important because it's so standard. Like Lucas did with his with THX sound.
Yeah.
At the time.
Although, like to me, THX just told me that the sound was too fucking loud, so I had to turn it down.
Am I in here twice?
Yes.
Dang
you joined the call.
Oh.
Stupid Google. Whatever. Here I am again.
The one you thought in has a black screen.
It's showing me my avatar. It's all.
All right, so next Wednesday, you guys want to do Avengers again, or do you want to do something different? I think we got some new people in the chat, and we had some people here that probably came because it said Avengers. So
Good.
I think it worked. I don't know if I got any new subscribers from it, but you know,
maybe so.
Maybe you should ask them why they came.
They probably came here for the furry drawings.
D, why did you come? Because you love us.
Damn it, Andrew!
Well, why did Fred come? I mean, it's great to see him. I haven't seen him before. I'm wondering what caught his attention.
We had a couple new faces. I don't think Evan von Scriver's ever been in a chat before, so he was new.
Oh, I've seen him around.
Yeah, but I don't think he's ever been in one of my chats, so that's cool. Let's see.
Yeah, he's in everybody's chat, man. That dude's cool. He's funny, dude. I've seen him be funny.
And then Fred. I mean, that's great that we had Fred come in, so that's cool.
Evan's from the Call to Raven. Hail Raven.
Oh, okay, of course.
And I let the Call to Raven know that you guys were streaming, though I don't know if that's how he found, or if he
maybe.
Well, probably subscribed.
Well, I do appreciate it.
Cool.
But John's in the Call to Raven. He's doing his stream too, so I imagine probably quite a few people are over there.
D says I came for the furries, so you came to the right place, my friend.
That's right.
Avery, what are you working on over there? Is that a Thor?
I did this page during the stream, and I did a Thor sketch.
Very cool. Very cool.
I like that reverse, almost inverted white thing you did there.
Yeah.
Use the white spot in the space.
Let's take a look at what Kodiak's been drawing.
I have a problem with finishing. I do. I even have a Pinterest devoted to, it's called Learn to Finish. Where that's what it is. It's just like I get to a point and I don't want to mess it up no more by going in with harder blacks or doing other stuff to it. So it's like,
you know what you should do?
Finish it. Learn to finish it.
Nope. Just do straight inks. From now on, no penciling, no blue line pencil, just straight inks.
Yeah. Do lots of.
That's interesting.
Lots of, especially like figure studies and stuff. Just do it in straight ink. And then after so many, start letting yourself, after like a few weeks of it, start letting yourself cut back in with whiteout.
Cool.
And
that's actually a really good idea. That might help me get away from
it will.
Bad habits.
It will, because here's the thing, man. Who cares if you screw up? It's called whiteout, or you can start over.
All right. For some reason, can you guys hear me?
What's that?
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
For some reason, my audio is coming through my computer and not my headphones now, so that's going to start causing reverberation. So, all right, guys, we're going to shut down the stream. I appreciate everybody coming and checking us out. D says I came for the furries, and that's what he gets. And everybody else, I appreciate you coming in, and hopefully next time we'll do more drawings, and you all will see more. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Oh, does anybody want to promote anything? I mean,
Back Hero Book 1.
Back Hero Book 1, absolutely. Anybody else?
It'd be nice to make it.
I'm going to be doing my live stream soon.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has backed the Sleestacks pack yet.
Oh, I will.
Oh,
But I'm
okay.
going to be doing my first live stream soon. In the matter of the next few days, just trying to figure out when everybody wants to stream.
Cool. Well, just make sure you send out invites to everybody, because we'll all join.
Yeah, you guys are in the group.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Even better. Commodore, you got anything you want to say? No. Good. Kodiak?
He sounded like a Cobra Commander there for a second.
no.
All right,
Joe.
everybody.
All right, have a good one.
Take it easy. We'll see you next time. And thanks for checking out the Hero Hour at, I forgot what I called this one. Thanks for checking out Let's Draw on Misfit Corner Comics Presents. Later, everybody.